In this segment, we are going to demonstrate the functions of application administrator. The application administrator has got a different profile from other users on the system. It's one of the most powerful profiles because they are able to make many changes onto the system. To log on, the application administrator needs to have a username and a password. On the landing page, once application administrator has logged on, there are two additional or distinct functional areas or buttons that only the application administrator has. These are these two. The administration, this is where the application administrator would add, delete, and change passwords for the users. And the application data tab. In the application data tab, this is where the application administrator will make changes in terms of the master data or system settings. For now, we are going to concentrate on the user administration. All the other tabs are available in the other roles or in the other user roles that have got access to the system, so they have been covered before. When one clicks onto the administration button, they will see the listing of all the user accounts, that is all the users that have got access to the system. The structure of the system is more or less the same. Most of the time, the application administrator will add new features, or in this case, add a new user to the system, will change the existing one, the existing settings on the system, or will delete a certain setting on the system. Or if the listing of all the different, in this case, all the different users is quite long, maybe running into hundreds, then you can search for a specific user by just using a search function and being able to make changes onto that system. A normal situation that happens with the systems is that users forget their passwords. So their passwords need to be reset. As an application administrator, I got an email that a user by the name of Providence has forgotten their password. So for me, I need to search for Providence in this long list of users by using this filter functionality. So I will look for a person or any user with the name of Prof. And then I'll type it there, and then I just say filter. Then the system will search and find each and every user that has got a name similar to Providence. So there he is. He's the only one, and it's the one that I want to change their password. So I would select it, and then I would then edit. When you click on the edit field and you've selected a user, it will show you all the fields that you can change about the user. You can change their name, you can update their email address. The email address is important because all notifications that are sent by the system will use this email that is set up here. And then the username. I don't want to change the role. All I want to do is just change the user's password because the user has forgotten the password. I would then click on to change password here. It will ask me to actually create a new password and enter it twice. And then the password has been updated. And once the password is updated, you can then click here and save. So that is how one goes about changing the user password and using the filter functionality as well as the edit functionality. If you want to reset the filter, you just click on this reset and then it will list all the users who are available on the system. Now, say somebody has left the employee of the department and is no longer a user, you would select that user. Let's say we want to take this user data capture number 5 and delete them from the system because they're not going to be using the system anymore. You would select them and then just press the delete button. And then it will ask you for confirmation to delete that user. You can then say, okay, in my instance, I don't really want to delete it, so I'll just cancel. That's how you would use a delete function. Creating a new user is very simple. You click on the new user tab. Let's say that I've got a new user. His name is Reginald Mkachwa. His username will just be Reggie, and his role will just simply be a data capturer, and then choose the language, the time zone, uses the Joburg, and then assign him a password. Then you would save. Make sure that your password is consistent. And there is my user is created. So from now on, then the user can start logging on and doing their functions on the system. So this is how you actually administrate or you maintain the users in terms of creating them, removing them from the system, and changing some of their details. That covers everything under user administration.